Marbella with Him and Her are proud to be sponsored by the friendliest bar in San Pedro, the Hogan Stand. The place for amazing food, live music and sport, karaoke, quizzes, and a welcoming smile. Why would you want to go anywhere else? Check out their Instagram page at the Hogan Stand and at the Hogan Hackers for their golf society.
This podcast may contain adult themes and strong language. Hello and welcome to Marbella with Him and Her, brought to you by the Hogan Stand. He is
PJ Lopez and she is
Hannah Murray. We've just watched quite a disturbing film.
It's called Civil War, and it was basically non-stop gunfire from the very beginning.
Yeah, it was as if America was in a civil war. It was really quite shocking and disturbing.
And similarities to some of the things that we see going on now, to be honest.
Oh, God, I hope nothing like that ever happens. It was horrendous.
I'm exhausted after watching it, I've got to say.
I'm a bit exhausted. Sorry if we're not really with it. It was a lot of loud shooting constantly.
It's starring Kirsten Dunst, wasn't it? So
yeah.
A decent cast.
Yeah, it was good. So last Sunday, we experimented with the sales. We went to El Corte Ingles and La Cañada to get a few bits. I got 2 new bikinis, which I wanted for the summer. And it was the first time, I'm sort of taking a pause because it felt like quite a moment for me. It was the first time that I've tried on bikinis, shopping for bikinis, where I didn't feel a bit fat.
Oh, I don't think you've ever looked fat. You looked hot in your bikinis.
Oh, no, I couldn't believe it. Normally I get all excited about bikini shopping and then I'm trying them on going, oh no, I shouldn't really be wearing a bikini, really. But I didn't feel like this time.
No, they looked amazing. And I got some new Speedos, just to really show my bulge a bit.
I can't imagine you in Speedos.
I don't think I've ever had any Speedos.
Well, that's good.
I think maybe I'm at the age I should get some.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
Maybe a mankini.
Oh, good God. I wanted to comment and publicly thank Thy Will Be Done, because we had a bit of a moan about our will situation last week when we were seriously overcharged in San Pedro. Thy Will Be Done were extremely apologetic and refunded us €40, so we weren't paying over the odds.
No, that was very good of them. Still very disappointed at the notary, to be honest, but thank you, Thy Will Be Done. That was a very kind gesture.
Yes. On Monday, we were invited to try Remy's dinner menu. We've been raving about their breakfasts. Really, really amazing value for money. Remy is in San Pedro, Remy, and they now have their dinner menu. And oh my God.
It was some of the best food I think I have ever eaten.
Seriously good, wasn't it? We took Aoife and Meadhbh with us because obviously they used to live in Thailand, so we know they really love Asian food. And the menu's kind of Asian Mediterranean fusion, isn't it?
Yeah, really interesting. But I mean, one of the things that we had was the Nobu style miso, or black miso cod, I should say.
Miso glazed cod it was, yeah.
It was amazing.
So amazing. And the price. So I've got the prices for some of the things here. Their miso cod was €23.
How much is it in Nobu?
We went maybe 6 years ago, maybe even longer than that, and it was €45.
And it was a tiny piece of cod.
It was half the size of this.
At least half the size.
Yeah. So, wow. Wow. I won't say everything we ate because we had quite a lot, but I'll mention some of the highlights, which is difficult because it was all amazing. They started off with this popcorn prawn.
I want to just sit there and eat it all day.
It was so good. Can't describe the batter.
Did you say corn or prawn?
Prawn.
I thought you said corn. Prawn.
Did I really? Prawns.
Yes, prawns.
It was in a kimchi mayo and it was, fried prawn.
It was just like crispy batter.
It was
just incredible. And they do a chicken version of that as well.
Yeah. Their chicken spring rolls were amazing, and the girls said it reminded them of the spring rolls you get in Thailand.
You like the street food stuff?
Yeah, they're much smaller than the spring rolls that you get in a Chinese restaurant, and often the spring rolls you get in a Chinese are really, really greasy and oily. These weren't.
No, they were crunchy.
Yeah.
I did a video of Maeve eating hers, and all you heard was the crunch.
Yes, it had a proper good crunch. We had a beef short rib, which was one of the most amazing things I've ever tasted.
Yes, I think he did it in the sous vide for about, 5, 6, 7 hours, something like that.
I thought he said 60.
Or maybe even more. It might be more. He explained the reason he does it like that. So if he braised it, because you have to cook it for many hours to get it really tender, when you go to cut it, it would just fall apart. Whereas when he did it in a sous vide, it keeps its texture. He actually cut it into little squares.
Oh, it was absolutely outstanding. We had some salmon with scallops and prawns and like an Asian beurre blanc sauce, which was pretty special.
With little bits of caviar in.
Yeah. Oh, it was amazing. So just a couple of things I picked out on the menu in terms of price, just to give you an idea. They do a seafood and chorizo pill.
Nice.
So a bit of an alternative on the normal prawn pill. And it used to be one of our go-to dishes that we would try at a lot of places. And also we look at the price of the prawn pill, don't we? And kind of judge the menu on that.
I've got to say, over the years, I have seen the price creeping up.
Definitely, it has. So have a guess as to how much their seafood and chorizo pill is. So much more than prawns, basically.
I'm going to have a guess at around 15 euros.
11.
11?
Yeah.
You pay more than that for prawn pill
I
in
know
most
you
places
would.
now.
Their miso cod, as I've already said, is 23 euros. The salmon that comes with scallops and prawns and this Asian beurre blanc is 18 euros.
That's nuts.
Unbelievably good. And the short rib that we had, guess how much that is?
Well, that's got to be like one of the star dishes. So I'm going to say maybe 28, 30.
24.
What?
Yeah. We're going to be going back very often.
Yes.
So please give Remy a try.
Hang on, I'm off. Bye.
See you later. We went to see England v DR Congo at the Hogan Stand. Oh, it took them a while to get going.
What are they doing to us? I mean, come on.
Congo scored like immediately. I was coming from work, so I finished work at 6 and Giles said, I'll finish the show for you. So I said goodbye, put on a long song and then legged it out. I had to drive home, dump the car and then I legged it up to Hogan's. I ran some of the way, but it's mostly uphill, so I got a bit knackered. But I think I got into the pub at 8 minutes past and on my way you'd already messaged me saying that Congo had scored. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was not a good start. It was not a good performance. When you compare it to what they did in that first match in the second half, when it was probably the best anyone's ever seen England play in many, many, many years.
Yeah.
And then in comparison, this was probably one of the worst.
Harry Kane, people have been calling him Sir Harry Kane, scored 2 goals to make it 2-1.
Yeah, not a lot of people know that.
Why are you saying that?
Harry Kane. Michael Caine.
Oh, okay.
Nick Kane?
Yeah, spelled differently. And no relation whatsoever.
I thought it was a good link.
Okay. So I went to work in my England top, which I'd never done before.
Did that go down well at work?
Yeah, it was all right, actually. There's been some other amazing games. Belgium versus Senegal, you said, was an absolute blinder of a game.
End-to-end stuff. I mean, Belgium didn't play very well at all, but I think this was one of the latest comebacks in World Cup history. So it was 2-0 to Senegal until the 85th minute. And then Belgium scored 2 goals to make it 2-2. It went to extra time. And then literally in the last few seconds of extra time, they got a penalty.
Wow. Netherlands and Germany went out pretty quickly, which was quite shocking.
Yeah, there's some big teams going out really early. But, you know, they don't have the big stars that they used to.
No. The big screen has been put up in San Pedro for all the Spain games. Amazing atmosphere. Saw loads of great photos from the other night when Spain played Austria.
Yeah, I mean, I meant to put it up on the San Pedro guide. I saw that it was going to happen. So the big screen is in the main pedestrian area in San Pedro, Marques del Duero. And it looked packed. It looked like there were loads of people watching the game there.
Yeah, it was great. And it's nice to see various celebs at various football matches. So we've seen supporting Spain, Penelope Cruz, Javier Bardem.
And then we they look like they're famous, but we don't know who they are. And I went to look them up afterwards.
Yes.
And they were. There was a singer called Rosalia. And there was another girl, which I can't remember her name. So, yeah, there's quite a few, especially for Spain, there's quite a few people. They keep focusing on the area where FIFA sit and all that sort of thing. And it's bizarre because John Terry's been sitting there a couple of times, which is a little bit strange. They keep showing...
Why is it that strange? He was an England player.
It's not like a superior England player or an ambassador or anything.
No.
They keep showing David Beckham, obviously, in various places. Then he was appearing in Wimbledon. So it's like literally getting across all of the sporting events at the moment. I think he must be on some sort of bet.
There was an amazing shot of David Beckham at Wimbledon catching the tennis ball. So they were playing on centre court and the ball went into the crowd and David Beckham just lifted his hand up and caught it. It was absolutely brilliant.
Is there anything that man can't do?
Probably not.
Okay.
We've had some great meals this week. We had a Greek night earlier on in the week. We bought some vine leaves from, where was it? Lidl. And I made a Greek salad.
It was
a
lovely.
Traditional Greek salad.
It was very nice. Very, very tasty.
When I do salads, I always chop things up really small. Other than a Greek salad, it's all supposed to be chunky.
It was a chunky salad. I don't know how to say little because when I was watching Irish TV, because I think our Sky TV for some reason has Irish adverts, and they call it Lidl.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
That sounds very Scandinavian.
I know, but that's what they call it. Lidl.
When you went to Gibraltar on Thursday, was it Thursday?
Yes,
it was. There was a
client party.
There was no quiz on Thursday because of the Spain match. So instead of going to the pub and watching the Spain match, which I was thinking I might do because PJ was out, I decided to go to the gym instead and went to a body combat class, which was really good. And then I made a really healthy salad and had those anchovies in vinegar and I squirted some lemon on top and it was gorgeous.
Yeah, go you. That's what I want to hear. No sitting around drinking and smoking.
Smoking. Don't smoke. No, I've been really healthy this week. I did Pilates Friday morning as well. And today I've been sales shopping, which was also very energetic. I was walking quite fast all around La Cañada multiple times. My body aches now. I need a rest.
Yes. Well, you sit back and relax tonight and I'll get the old Barbie out and make some dinner.
Having Barbie, I bought a massive fish.
Yes, but we don't know what fish it is really, do we?
It's called pez limon.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure we've had that raw in sushi before.
So we don't need to cook it then?
No, I want you to cook it. So we can't eat a whole fish raw. Some interesting guests I've had on TRE that I wanted to mention this week. My entrepreneur of the week was Lucy Cohen, who was one of the amazing women that I did the India trip with. She founded Mazuma at the age of 23, which is the UK's first subscription-based accountancy model. And she's turned it into a multi-million-pound business. She's incredibly successful. She's tried to make accountancy sexy, but she's very tongue-in-cheek when she says that. And she's just brilliant. I mean, what an absolute inspiration.
It is amazing the ideas people can still come up with and turn them into multi-million-pound companies. Because I sit there sometimes thinking, okay, what can I do? What can I turn into a multi-million-pound company? And then it's been done.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's amazing. But yeah, good on her.
Poppy Jamie, I interviewed her about her book, The Book of Magical Living. And we had in common that she was brought up by a very spiritual mum who people often called a witch. You know, back in the day, witches were really respected. Before we had medical supplies and doctors and things like that, people would go to the wise woman of the village. And then people started to get scared of it. So they turned it into something
story,
negative.
Isn't it? When you're scared of something, you turn it into something negative.
So anyway, we both grew up with spiritual mums, and she's also trained in science, this woman, Poppy. One of her quotes in the book, which I really liked, "The future does not need more data. It needs people who can feel what the data cannot measure." Wow,
I love the fact that she's named after our cat.
Yes, Poppy. I had to refrain from going, "Oh, Poppy, Lord."
Yes, that would have been a little bit condescending.
Yes, it would have been a bit much. So there was also quotes for her book from Charlotte Tilbury, the makeup person.
I bought you that before for your birthday.
I know, hugely successful. And she attributes her business success to quantum thinking. She's all about manifestation and all that kind of stuff.
I try and manifest every night.
You do all right with it, don't you,
sometimes?
I also spoke in depth about a subject that I haven't spoken in depth about before in over 20 years of radio.
Go on then, hit me.
Porn and masturbation.
Oh, I know that quite well.
No, this is a serious subject. I interviewed Sam and Max Marcham, who are mother and son. They're psychotherapists, and they have seen a huge rise in young men coming into their clinic who are addicted to porn. So they wrote a book called Porn Bomb. So it was talking about this subject and trying to understand why and how more and more kids are getting access to porn from a younger and younger age, and the detriment that that has on them and also their relationships. it's really shocking and worrying. You know, they grow up thinking that is what sex is, that is what is expected of them and a woman in a relationship. It's really frightening.
We've spoken about this before because a lot of the time pornography, not that we watch it, never seen anything, but pornography can be quite aggressive sometimes, or it can
very
be
much.
quite
It was
demeaning.
it's not loving, is it?
No, and it can be demeaning to the woman and all that sort of thing. So it does portray that intimacy quite potentially in the wrong way.
There's no quite potential about it. It absolutely does portray it the wrong way. And if that's people's first introduction to sex and only introduction to sex before they actually have sex themselves, it makes sense that when they go to have sex, that's how they think they should be performing and treating the woman.
Yeah, I remember when I was growing up, it was VHS then, so the little videos. So there'll be a few of you listening here thinking, what did he just say? But VHS was pre-digital age. Yeah, I remember a group of us got together to watch a porno because the parents were out, we found it and we watched it.
Yeah.
It is a way to, I don't know, try and understand a bit more. Yeah, otherwise, how do you know? You know, I don't think I'd even seen a titty before that.
Well, I've mentioned in the interview about when I was young, boys would have like Littlewoods catalogues under their beds.
Oh, I've done that before.
Because
it
it was
the bra
all
section.
Exactly, women in underwear, and that was like, oh, that was naughty. But now it's just because of technology and the access that,
My mum
that
would
people have
turn
got.
in her grave if she knew I masturbated over her Littlewoods catalogue.
Oh, stop it! I can't believe you said that out loud.
Moving on.
Moving on. Now, this is one of the most incredible stories I think I've ever heard on the radio. I interviewed Katrina Wood, who is the daughter of the late Percy Herbert, who died in the 90s. And he was a very successful actor, acting with all the greats. He was in Bridge on the River Kwai. He was in Mutiny on the Bounty. Although when I did the introduction, I'm blaming this on perimenopause, I said Mutiny on the Balcony.
Listen, you carry on like this, there'll be a mutiny on our balcony in a minute.
Oh dear. So this guy, before he became an actor, so in a previous life, if you will, he was a soldier and he was fighting in the Second World War in 1942 in Asia when Singapore was captured by Japan from the British, and he became a Japanese prisoner of war and was in Changi prison for 4 years and was pretty much starved. He was given small portions of rice. He was like a skeleton when he left.
Yeah, it's one of the worst prisoner of war camps, I think, were the Japanese. One of my first girlfriends that I had, her father was a Japanese prisoner of war.
Wow.
And he ended up with only one lung and stuff like that. So same thing, starved and all that sort of thing. So yeah, horrendous.
Absolutely awful. He also survived the Alexandra Hospital massacre, which I confess I'd never heard of before.
I'm not sure I've heard of that.
And I looked at it online and it doesn't even have its own Wikipedia page. The Alexandra Hospital massacre is mentioned in another page, but it doesn't have its own page.
And when you say massacre, I'm assuming that's multiple people killed.
This is what happened. So this guy, the woman I spoke to, her father, along with 10 other soldiers, were injured and were sent to this hospital, Alexandra Hospital, but there weren't enough beds. It was absolutely packed. So they were sent to like this basement room, chucked in a basement with horrendous conditions. And then the Japanese came in and massacred every single person, all the staff and all the patients, and killed hundreds of people.
Oh, that's
and
terrible.
Absolutely horrendous. And the only people survived were these 11 people in the basement. And they heard it all going on and were crapping themselves that they were going to be found and weren't. So they heard everybody being killed, but they survived.
Oh, war. It's horrendous, isn't it? I don't understand why we still have wars, to be honest. You know, we're meant to be civilized in these nations now, and yet they still go out like barbarians and want to slaughter people. It's just nuts.
It's really difficult to understand, isn't it? So this guy, when he came back, because his wife at home was told that they're missing in action, basically, that
MIA
kind of thing.
is
Yeah.
the phrase.
Yeah, so they presume missing in action, presumed dead. That was the phrase, I think. So she got together with someone else because she was quite young. And these two had been childhood sweethearts. They lived opposite each other and grew up together and got together when she was 16, he was 18. Anyway, he went off to war when I think he was 19. 6 years later, something like that, he came back and she was engaged to someone else, but they got back together.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting.
And thankfully, because the woman I was speaking to was their daughter.
there's so many stories like that. Do you remember we watched that film called The Choir? Was it? It's about the choir.
Yes.
And that was similar. All the young boys going off to war, and they were excited to be going off to war. I mean, they had no idea. This was World War One, I think, as well. They had no idea what they were heading into.
No.
And similar things. They were away, presumed dead, and the girlfriends were getting with other people because they thought they were dead. I mean, that was one of the storylines in this film. So, yeah, horrendous.
So, yeah, amazing story. And there was a book that he had written that she eventually got published, which is why I was interviewing her. So the book is called Time Will Pass, Johnny. And I asked her, what that title means. And it's because one of the guys that he became really good friends with in Changi prison was called Johnny. And he was constantly saying, how long are we going to be here? They had no idea whether it would be days, weeks, months, years. And Percy, to calm him down, would just say, time will pass, Johnny. So that was the title of the book.
Wow.
Some local news, Gibraltar Music Festival is back. We couldn't believe it when we saw this. We were so excited.
It's back. Oh my God, it's back. And then we looked at the lineup.
Yeah, not that great. Nothing against these artists. Obviously, James Morrison was headlined for one night and Billy Ocean was headlined for another. The only other one that we could remember was Sophie Ellis-Bextor.
And these people would have been on the B stage before, wouldn't they?
They're not as headline as we've seen before.
You want to see them. You wouldn't go there as a headline act.
No. So, yeah, really happy it's back, but hopefully some bigger and better artists next year if it's going to be a yearly thing. But that's the Gibraltar Music Festival in September.
I mean, we've been there before and seen Take That. We've seen, was it Liam Gallagher?
Liam Gallagher, Jason Derulo, Enrique
Zara
Iglesias,
Larsson.
All Saints.
Yeah, some really, and again, I know All Saints are a band of the past, but I still say that they are a headline act. I'd love to see them again.
They were great. Starlight are now charging for parking. Starlight is the concert venue in Marbella, fabulous venue, great place for a concert. The prices for drinks have gone up over the last few years. It's expensive to buy a water.
Crazy night out there now. I'm sorry, Starlight, but from being a great venue to go to and seeing some really good artists and really supporting you in the past, I can't do it anymore. I'm not going to start paying over €100 a ticket to get there, then having to pay parking and then having to pay these stupid prices for drinks. I don't know who you're aiming at, but wow. What about
the Marbella crowd?
Yeah, but the people that supported them in the early years.
I know.
It's just,
it's a lot of businesses. It's greed. Same with rental prices. If they can get more money, they will, and they are.
It happened with you on the station, didn't it? You used to have a special deal with them, and they decided they're too big for that now.
Yeah, it's really crap. So yeah, parking in like a little shitty field is €15, but it's a bit cheaper if you book online in advance. So if you're already going to Starlight, definitely book online in advance.
And you've got no other way to get there other than a taxi because it is in the middle of nowhere, really.
Yeah, it's taxi or drive. Robbie Williams was recently performing in Seville. We had a few friends that went to the concert. This is the same venue as we saw Kylie last year. Apparently he was brilliant. There was a lovely little video and picture I saw of him singing with buskers in Seville.
I saw that. He just randomly went out and started singing with some buskers. Amazing.
I love that. And he and his family were staying at the Marbella Club. Again, I saw some lovely photos of them all the kids at the Marbella Club. And there was a lovely post I saw of him reading his Instagram comments. There was a big thing. Robbie Williams reads his Instagram comments because a lot of the time you expect these stars don't. And there was a really beautiful post from a guy who had said how much Robbie's concert in Seville affected him. He said he had some really dark times in his past and really appreciated Robbie Williams speaking out about mental health, and being at his concert he cried throughout most of it because it's so much more than music for him, and it was really, really beautiful.
I remember, so we saw him in Fuengirola 2 years ago, was it? I think maybe 3 years ago. And a very similar thing. He sat on the stage and he talked about the breakup with Take That, and he spoke a lot about his mental health then. So I do think it's something that he brings into his concerts and has to talk about.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe it's his way of still getting through it all.
But it was just nice that he read out this guy's comments, how much it affected him. And he was like, I hear you, I see you. And it was really, really beautiful. While we're on music and concerts, from Robbie Williams to the Del Sol Singers, my choir.
That's a link and a half, that one.
My choir that I haven't been singing at this term have their summer concert coming up at the Victoria and Albert pub at 7:30 on Sunday, the 12th of July. Definitely go along if you can. I'm still part of the group and they're doing some brilliant songs. So I'm really looking forward to seeing them perform.
Talking of the Victoria and Albert, who is it that's going to watch the football quite regularly there?
Oh, Youngblood.
Yes, never heard of him myself, but you knew exactly who he was.
Yeah, no, he's a Birmingham singer. He did a lot of stuff with Ozzy Osbourne and yeah, he's a bit of a regular at the V&A.
Yeah, he was there on one of the England matches, wasn't he, watching it?
Yeah. I also saw online that there is a book club at The Bookshop in San Pedro, which is a fabulous bookshop in La Colonia. If you love reading and want to get involved in a book club, then let them know and find out more details from them. I also saw Ocean Club in Puerto Banús have been doing Pilates and yoga classes on paddle boards in the pool.
I've seen this. I saw that. And
They make it look so easy.
Yeah, don't they just? You can't even stand up on a paddleboard.
No, never mind doing bloody yoga and Pilates.
We must pump the paddleboard up and get out on the sea.
Yeah, we must.
And we've got our dinghy as well.
Yes, got to get the dinghy out. We need to get a beach day in the Dye with Bev and Jamie.
Yes.
Defo. I went to Amber Chew with...
Oh, bless you.
Thank you very much, with Dad on Friday. I liked the shirt he was wearing. He's got a nice little shirt collection building up.
Very good.
We had an interesting and in-depth discussion about death.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you have the best conversations with your dad. Glad I don't go with it. I've said to you, I miss out on these breakfasts, but I think I'm doing pretty well not going.
Well, we were talking about, this is all really important stuff, you know, talking about funerals, inspired a bit by my guest that I had on last week, about what you leave behind and needing to know passwords and things like that. So we were talking a bit about practical stuff like that, but also information. So I feel really quite blessed with a lot of the family funerals that I've been to over the years. My mum was amazingly creative and wrote the funerals for all 4 grandparents of mine. And obviously my dad did my mum's funeral and I said a lot of it, but my dad wrote it all. And it's occurred to me recently that there's so much information about my dad that I don't know off by heart, like the name of the school that he went to and things like that. And I thought about writing a eulogy and how I feel like there's more information I need. So we had a really open chat about it and a laugh about it, and he's going to write some things down for me. Not because he's anywhere near dying, but I think it's really important. People might be listening to this going, oh my God, this is so weird and dark. But when somebody is dying, if that happens, sometimes it can be sudden. So suddenly they're here, then they're not, which is also horrendous. It's always horrendous, obviously. It's these things that you kind of need to know. And I thought, I don't want to be worrying about that. And we were also talking about the songs that he'd want at his funeral. So I think it's really important to discuss these things. I don't know the names of the schools that you went to either.
No, well, my eulogy is going to be quite easy. He came.
What?
That's it. That's my eulogy.
He came?
Yeah. You don't need to say he went.
Disgusting.
Oh, no, I wasn't thinking. Oh, no, you're just still thinking of porn. And then
Sorry.
he came to the earth.
That's fucking shit. I'm not saying that at your funeral. He came. Sounds like you're a porn star.
Well, I don't mind if people want to think that of me.
Oh, for God's sake, don't be ridiculous. I just think it's really important to write down these things so your loved ones know.
Okay.
And
I know
not-
about your schools because you don't stop talking about it.
Exactly. That's what I mean. I do talk about it a lot.
Uh-huh.
So yes, that would be my tip. If you do it when it's too late, then I think it's more awkward when someone's sort of dying and you're going, oh, so I just need some information about for your funeral. I feel like that would be weird. But when someone's completely healthy and fine and hopefully has many more years and hopefully even decades ahead of them, then it can be a fun little chat.
What song do you want at yours?
There's 3. One as you're going in, one contemplative piece during it, and then one as you're
I
going
haven't
out.
given it that much thought.
Oh, yeah, no, there's always 3. I don't know, actually. I've had various thoughts over the years. I'm not sure. I need to study.
I think when I go down, because I'll probably be cremated, I don't think they'll bury people at that time when we die. There'll be too many people in the ground. You can have I'm the fire starter.
No, you always have to make jokes. I'll do it. I'll bloody do it.
I don't think any problem with that. Got people dancing at my funeral.
Yeah, definitely. I went to the pie bar in Estepona to pick up some sausages.
Yep, I like a bit of pie and you like a bit of sausage.
So we're having sausage sandwich tomorrow morning.
I can't wait.
I know, I'm really excited. I got chatting to the couple because we've mentioned them before on the podcast and always give them a little tag on Instagram. So I thought I'd introduce myself and say, if you're wondering who keeps tagging you, it's me. And
Stalker.
yes, so he downloaded the podcast straight away, which was really nice. And we know a lot of the same people. Some of the people who go to the Hogan's quiz, Dave and Simon and that, well, they haven't been for quite a while, to be fair, but used to, they're good friends with them. So they said, oh yeah, we know that your quiz, our friends go there. So we had quite a lot in common.
Your quiz is famous.
Apparently it is.
On the Costa del Sol.
And they also have all the equipment for doing silent discos.
I've never done one.
No, I did it for the first time at
Oh,
Butlins.
do you have to say that word?
It was so good.
Can you not just say when you went away with the girls?
No, Butlins, 3 times we did it. It was absolutely brilliant. And a lot of people don't get it until they've done it. And I was definitely one of those things. We were all like, oh, should we try the silent disco just to see what it's like? And we absolutely loved it. And it was Manilva Pride recently on the Costa del Sol.
Don't look at me, I don't know.
So these guys suggested about doing a silent disco and everyone was a bit like, oh no, I don't know. I don't really think it would work. And they did it and it was absolutely brilliant. It was one of the best nights. And the guy who organised it took loads of videos and they went viral and all this kind of stuff. So it was really, really good. So if anyone is interested in hosting a silent disco, get in touch with the couple who run Pie Bar Estepona because they have all the equipment. They'd love to do one in like the Hogan Stand or something, or if people have got a big birthday party. I mean, it could work anywhere. I think it's brilliant.
Could do it on the beach.
You could absolutely do it on the beach.
Because you wouldn't be interrupting anybody.
No. Well, no, that's the thing. That's why it's been going down well, because the laws of live music has been changing a little bit, particularly for bars on the coast. So this doesn't affect anything because you can't hear anything.
The only problem you said is that people start singing out loud. And if you've got 2 separate discos going on at the same time, they're singing different songs.
Yeah, no, that's true. You have to be aware of that. But they've got this really great idea. And I was like, oh, if I was 20 years younger, I would have loved to have done this job. So I said, shall I mention it on the podcast? Because they're looking for someone to front it. So I reckon someone in their mid-20s who has got a bit about them, a big personality and likes a bit of a drink. They could take people on pub crawls, all with the silent disco with the headphones on. So the organizer would have a headset on so they can say, okay, we're just coming along here. We're going to stop here for a drink. And then everyone's got headphones on. So they're listening to music as they go along and then stop at a bar, have a shot, have a drink or whatever, and then go on to the next one. So do like a pub crawl, silent disco. So they were saying that you could do it in Estepona, you could do it in Marbella. It's a great idea.
Brilliant idea. I'm up for it. Sign me
Yeah.
up.
I think it'll be brilliant. One of the things I've done this week, which I've absolutely loved, is I've created a playlist on Spotify.
It's kept you quiet, that's for sure.
Oh, it's been absolutely epic. So I've done it because we're going to Dorset in September to stay with Bev, one of my friends I went to high school with. And then one of my other friends I went to high school with, Marie, is coming here with her daughter to stay with us for a week. So I've been thinking about my teenage years and music and things like that. So I've put a playlist together from 1992, which was the year I moved to Dorset, to 1996, which is the year I finished high school. And it's over 10 hours worth of music.
Oh my God. I'm too young to remember those songs.
Uh-huh. So it starts with ballads and then it ends with dance music.
I like a bit of dance music.
Oh, it's so good. The final song is, I want to be a hippie and I want to get stoned on marijuana. Do you remember that?
Absolutely not. I told you I'm too young.
Oh, it was a tune. I can't believe how many songs I know the words to that I literally haven't heard since 1995. Do you remember the Out Here Brothers? They did Boom Boom Boom, let me hear you say wayo.
Yes, I do remember them. They also did another song.
Come baby, 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 come. We should have that at your funeral. He came. Come baby, baby, come.
No, you've just made it into a complete pornography type. See, I was being like deep. And you've just
Deep
gone,
E17, that's on the playlist.
oh dear God.
It's so good. If anyone listening was born around 1980, you would love this playlist. Let me know and I'll send you the link. Something we've also had to do this week is claim our WhatsApp name.
Yeah, this is good. And I keep telling people no one has a clue about it.
Really?
No, nobody knows about it.
Oh, well, it's quite a big thing. The idea is that in the future, instead of having to give out your mobile number to people, you can just give out your WhatsApp name. So it starts with an @ symbol, very much like Instagram, and then there's a name.
You can use your Instagram name. So if you've got on Instagram, you can actually use the same name. Otherwise, you create a new name. But the important thing with this, and this is where it's really good, so if you're dealing with businesses or you're talking to people that you don't really know or don't want to have your phone number, it doesn't reveal your phone number if you give them your WhatsApp handle. So it actually hides your phone number.
But what difference does that make? Because I kind of feel like I screwed up a bit because we were talking about this on Men Talk and we were all excited going, yeah, so you don't need to give out your phone number. And me and Matt both said, oh, yeah, so I've got this and I've got this. And then we all went, isn't that basically the same as giving out your phone number? So we realised that us saying our @ name on the radio was basically giving out our phone numbers.
No, it's not giving out your phone number.
No, but people can call us if they know that name.
Yeah, I don't know how people... It's the same thing with WhatsApp now. I get random messages coming through from spam people and you just block it. But what it means is, so in business in particular, so if you're dealing with somebody for whatever reason and you don't want them to have your phone number so they keep ringing you all the time, you can just do it via the handle.
But they can keep ringing you with that.
Can they though? We don't know what you can and can't do. Maybe you can't phone with it. Maybe you can only message with it.
I don't think so. I don't really get...
You don't know. Because it hasn't come in yet. Reserve judgment until it comes in.
I just think it sounds a bit silly and I just feel that I fell down the trap of going, oh, I'm at such and such. And he went, oh, I'm at such and such. And then the other two people on the show went, you've just basically given away your number.
No, you haven't.
But you have. People can contact you on that. That's the whole point.
You can't do
What's
it yet.
the difference?
It's not live yet.
No, but when it is, any weird stalkery people who were listening would have gone, oh, that's Hannah's number. I'm going to contact her as soon as this goes live.
Do you have to say it in a creepy way?
Well, yeah, because that goes along with the whole...
You're not having my number.
All right, at PJ Lopez. Sorry.
Weirdo.
You've been a bit upset this week about Oliver Glasner.
Oh, I nearly swore then. I had to bite my lip.
Well, you can. We are a
I'm a little bit upset. So he has sort of tainted the legacy of Crystal Palace and what he achieved with us, which was a lot. 3 trophies in one season is incredible. But now he's gone to them, Nottingham Forest.
That's so bad. Other than Brighton, that's like the biggest kick in the teeth.
Well,
isn't it?
So we were automatically in the Europa League last season because we won the FA Cup. And there was some, I don't even understand it, but you're meant to do some paperwork or something stupid, I don't know. And because we didn't do that in time, we were kicked out of the Europa League and put into the Conference League. But we were under appeal. But Nottingham Forest literally pushed forward and said, no, they can't go in it. Like they were really behind us getting kicked out of the Europa League because if we got kicked out, they took our place, which was really good because they lost and didn't get anywhere and we won. So anyway, we're in the Europa League again next year. You can't do anything about it. But because of that all happening, we don't really like Nottingham Forest and he's now gone there.
And they're a smaller team as well.
Yeah. And he wanted to go because he had this season or two at Crystal Palace and he said, look, I'm only doing it. I'm not extending my contract because I want to go to a bigger club. And he was talking about, AC Milan and some big German clubs and all that sort of thing. And then they offer him loads of money and he goes there. He's now really the highest paid Premier League manager.
No.
Yep.
For Nottingham Forest?
Yep.
Oh, well,
yeah, they got that Marenka. He's the chairman and he's sacked 5 managers in 12 months.
Well, maybe he won't be there long and then he'll go to AC Milan.
Well, at that rate, though, he'll get a massive payout if he gets pushed. So it's all a win-win, isn't it, really?
So a couple of articles from Euro Weekly News, our collaborators. Spain braces for another heat wave, but this time the country could become its own Sahara. That was my name in Ladies' Day.
It was. I don't understand this. What does it mean?
I don't know either, to be honest. I tried to make it out from the article. So parts of the country will be reaching 40 degrees.
Okay.
It's all to do with air and atmosphere and stuff.
And what an atmosphere.
Yeah, exactly. Nighttime temperatures are going to be up. We're facing more tropical nights ahead.
Oh, I don't like being hot at night.
No, you won't let me keep the aircon on.
Well, no, it's not good for you. But we've got a remote.
Neither sweating.
And we've got a timer on it as well, so we can time it to go off as well.
Okay. We could get some wearable air conditioning.
What?
This was hilarious. This is one of the most stupid inventions. I doubt this is a multi-million-pound company, let me tell you. So there was a picture in the Euro Weekly News of wearable air conditioning, which could be the next summer essential in Spain. It's made by Adidas and another company, and it's like a futuristic cooling jacket. There's built-in miniature fans. The technology's actually been around for years. Apparently, Japanese construction workers use it. But I mean, I can't see.
So hang on, to keep cool, you've got to dress up bigger to keep cool.
Exactly.
That's stupid.
It's really stupid and looks ridiculous. In a day and age where we all care a little bit about what we look like, I can't see people going to La Sala wearing a wearable air conditioning jacket.
No. So your birthday sorted out.
If you buy me one, I will kill you. This was an interesting one. Can your neighbour take over the communal pool? So if you live in a communal complex with a pool and there are people that are coming over on holiday, renting with big families, lots of children, aunties and uncles, and going down to the pool, it can be very frustrating if you can't get a bed and feel like you don't have room in your pool because loads of holiday makers are taking over. Are they allowed to? Basically, yes. There isn't a law that says they're not.
Yeah, but I think within reason. I mean, everybody does that. Everybody has guests. You've gone to your dad's pool. You don't live there. Your dad does. And you go and spend time around his pool sometimes. So, yeah, I think it's normal. Occasionally, you're going to get big families that go. Most of them will be renting there anyway. So they will have something. I don't think they just invite 20 people to come use their pool.
Oh, no. But I'm talking about if they've got 3-bedroom apartments and you've got like a family of 8 or whatever staying over, they'll all go around the pool.
Why not?
No, absolutely. It just can be annoying if you're a resident and you can't get a bed in the summer, but that's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, but you just have to get up earlier and get out there. I mean, that's what it is.
Be and save it with the towel.
You can't say that on the podcast.
Okay, get your towels out like some people in Europe like to do.
Yes, you can say that.
I can say that. The problem is, though, they said there is no law against it. You're relying on common sense. And that's what a lot of people don't have.
That's a big problem.
That's the issue, isn't it? Well, that's it from us. We're barbecuing a fish.
Yes, it is dead. Don't worry. It's been bought today from... Where did you get it
El
from?
Campo.
El Campo. We haven't had this particular type of fish, as we said before. I'm not going to do sushi. I'm going to cook it and we're going to enjoy it.
Pez limon. Sounds good, doesn't it? How bad can it be?
Sounds very exotic.
Yes. Exciting. It is goodbye from him.
And it's goodbye from her.